Hello everyone. I welcome you all to my channel. Today we are going to learn about verbs part 2. The last session we have learnt about verbs. Verbs are of two kinds, principal verbs and auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are of two kinds, be, do, have form of the verbs and modal verbs. Today we are going to learn about usage of these auxiliary verbs. Be, do, have form of the verbs can be used in two different ways. Sometimes like a full verb or sometimes like an auxiliary verb means the helping verb. We can take two examples like he has a car. The second example, he is playing in the ground. In the first example, he has a car. Has is mentioned as a main verb, whereas in the second example, he is playing in the ground. Is acting as a helping verb. It shows the formation of tense. Let us learn about be, do, have form of the verbs, how they can be used in our language. First, we shall learn about be form of verbs like is, am, are, were, etc. These can be used in two ways, in progressive sentences and passive sentences. First, they are used as progressive sentences. Example, she is preparing dinner for us. They have been studying all night. Is and have in both the examples, they are acting as a helping verbs in the progressive sentences. Second, they are used in passive sentences as well. For example, I was given a free meal. This song has been sung by all nations. Was and has are used as the helping verbs. In all these sentences of progressive and passive, these auxiliary verbs are not only used as helping verbs but as well they are indicating the tense of the sentences. Do form of the verbs. They are used in two ways. They are used in making negative sentences and they are also used in making questions. They are used in negative sentences. Example, I do not know the truth. She doesn't agree with me. Here in these examples, do not and doesn't show the negative form of the sentence. Second, they are used in making questions. Question is made if the sentence has an auxiliary verb. Like example, John was going to school. In this sentence, was is an auxiliary verb and in past tense. Either auxiliary verb is in past tense or present tense. If it is present in the sentence, we can get that was before the subject and make a question. Like, was John going to school? Question is also formed if sentence doesn't have an auxiliary verb, that is, if sentence is in simple present or simple past. We have to use do form of the verbs like do, does, did. Do and does are used in present tense. Did is used in past tense. Do is used with first person, second person and plural form like I, you, we and they. Does is used with third person, he, she, it. Did is used in past tense with the V1 form of the verb. Let us observe an example in simple past. He finished his homework. In this example, finished is in simple past and so we have to use did. When did is used, verb should be in V1 form. So, did he finish his homework? Let us observe an example in simple present. You speak English. Speak is V1 form of the verb, that is verb in present tense. And subject is second person. So when second person is there in the sentence, we can use do. Do you speak English? Let us learn the usage of have form of the verbs. Have is used in perfect tense sentences. Have, has, had are used in perfect tense. Have is used with first person, second person and plural form. That is I, you, we and they. Has is used with third person. He, she, it. Had is used in past tense. Let us observe the examples. I have been singing this song in program. She had been queen of the town. In first example, have been indicates present perfect continuous tense. In second example, had been indicates past perfect continuous tense. Hence, auxiliary verbs are used with main verbs to do things like to form questions. Are you going to cinema? Has she been to London? Here, in both the examples, auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb forms the question. Are and has are used as auxiliary verbs in both the examples. You and she is the subject. Going and been are the main verbs in the example. Thus, a question can be made with the help of auxiliary verbs. Second, to form verb tenses. They have moved to Delhi. We had paid in advance. Here, have and had are stating the time of the tense. That is, have indicates the present perfect tense and had indicates the past perfect tense in the above examples. Let us learn the formation of question tags. Observe the example, Rohan is reading a newspaper. It is a sentence. Already we have learned that if an auxiliary verb is present in the sentence, it can be brought before the subject and a question can be made. Likewise, is Rohan reading a newspaper? It's a question. To know whether it is true or false, we can make a short form of question like isn't he? This becomes a question tag. Question tags turn a statement into a question. They are often used for checking information that we think is true or false. If the main clause is positive, the question tag is negative. The above example, Rohan is reading a newspaper, this clause is positive. So negative question tag is made, isn't he? If the main clause is negative, then the question tag is positive. Let us observe some more examples. Mary can speak English. It is a positive clause. Can Mary speak English? It is a question. Can't she? It's a negative question tag. They went to the cinema. It's a positive sentence. Did they go to the cinema? Is a question. Didn't they? Is a negative question tag for the positive clause. Let us study about the verb forms and their question tags. There are some contracted forms for do form of the verbs, have form of the verbs and modal verbs. First, let us see do form of the verbs. Is not, isn't, was not, wasn't, are not, aren't, were not, weren't, do not, don't, does not, doesn't, did not, didn't. Have form of the verbs. Has not, hasn't, have not, haven't, had not, hadn't. Modal verbs. Cannot, can't, could not, couldn't, should not, shouldn't, will not, won't, must not, mustn't, would not, wouldn't. Let us observe some of the examples. Every positive statement gives a negative question tag. You are a student, aren't you? In this example, you are a student gives the positive statement, whereas aren't you gives the negative question tag. Here you is the subject and are is the auxiliary verb. So the question tag is made out of auxiliary verb aren't you. Here the subject comes after the auxiliary verb. Second example. A negative statement can give positive question tag. Mary isn't a teacher, is she? Here isn't indicates a negative statement and it gives a positive question tag like is she. The other example. They aren't funny, are they? Here aren't funny, it gives a negative statement, whereas the question tag will be a positive one, are they? He shouldn't say things like that, should he? He shouldn't say things like that. It gives a negative statement. The question tag will be a positive one, should he? There are some exceptions in forming question tags. Let us observe them. The first exception, statements with negative adverbs. The adverbs never, seldom, hardly, rarely have a negative sense. For example, we have never seen that. Have we? In the sentence, never gives a negative sense. So positive question tag is made have we. Second statement, statement that begins with am. We use the verb form are or aren't I when the subject is the first person singular. For example, am intelligent, aren't I? Third, statements that begin with let's. We use shall we after sentences with let's. Example, let's go home. Shall we? Fourth, statements with imperatives. Sometimes question tags are used with imperatives, but the sentence remains an imperative and does not require a direct answer. Like, we use won't you for invitations, can you or can't you or will you or would you for orders. Example, open the window. Will you? It's an order and it is less polite. So, the positive question tag will you will be used. Take a seat. Won't you? Invitation can be used with a negative question tag. Take a seat is an invitation and so we are using a negative question tag won't you in a polite way. Fifth, statements with nobody or no one, somebody or someone, everybody or everyone as a subject. We use the pronoun they as its negative question tag. Example, somebody wanted to borrow Jack's bike, didn't they? In this sentence, wanted is in the past form, so did is used, and the sentence gives the positive meaning, so it is used in the negative question tag. Statements with nothing or something or everything as a subject. We use it as in the question tag. Example, something happened at Jack's house. Here happened is in the past form, so again did is used. And something happened at Jack's house is giving a positive sense and so negative question tag is made didn't it. Statement with this. We use it in the question tag. Example, this will work, won't it? In this sentence, this will work gives a positive sense. Won't it is a negative question tag used here. Hope you have understood the usage of verb forms and the formation of questions and question tags with their exceptions. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. If you have any suggestions, please leave in the comment box. Thank you.